Stowers belts one. High and deep right center field. This one's back, and it's gone.
Miami Marlins baseball is on the air.
The energy and the vibes around here has been great. There's a ton of optimism within that clubhouse.
You're listening to Marlins on Deck.
Guys are coming off a tremendous offseason and ready to get back out on the field and get baseball going.
Let's head out to the ballpark to get you ready for first pitch. Here's your host, Steven Strom.
Nice job, Jeff. Welcome from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium on a crisp 72-degree Tuesday afternoon. Fox Sports 940 Miami. You're listening to Miami Marlins Spring Training Baseball on the radio. This is the 2025 Grapefruit League on the Marlins Radio Network. And this afternoon, we bring you a matchup between the 8-9 St. Louis Cardinals and your 5-8-1 Miami Marlins. It's game 19 of 30 spring training games. The 25-year-old southpaw Ryan Weathers toes the rubber for the third time this spring. St. Louis will send Eric Fetty to the hill for the fourth time this spring and the second time against the Marlins during the 2025 spring training campaign. It all starts at 1:05 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Tuesday afternoon with Jack McMullen and the All-Star, A.J. Ramos. I'm Steven Strom. With 12 games remaining, Clayton McCullough was asked this morning if he felt like the roster was close to being decided. Here's how he responded.
There's definitely some things to be settled. Right now, what we feel really solid about is we hope that these, and they will be, these difficult decisions are made because we have like everyone at capacity to now make those choices from, right? Where, we hope everybody here in the last couple of weeks, health, is paramount. And then also like it'll come down. There's still some time left where some of these decisions on the final pieces of the position play group, bullpen group will come together. But yeah, it's a very good problem to have because we feel like right now that's going to be tough to narrow it down to the 13 and 13 because of the quality that we have out there. So I think we're still in a stage where we're evaluating and giving guys the chance to go out there and earn those spots.
All right, so that was Marlins manager Clayton McCullough. Those spots, you could look at it in a couple of different ways. The bullpen, you can talk about the lefties and who he's going to trust in those big-time leverage situations. We actually asked him this morning if he doesn't have someone that emerges as a favorite for a southpaw, he feels comfortable with a guy like Lake Bacher who can neutralize a lefty. Now, on the positional side, you have first base, of course, Matt Mervis and Jonah Bride. You platoon probably that situation. But what about an Eric Wagaman? What about a Javier Sanoja, a Ronnie Simon? There's different pieces and there's different battles that have not been determined yet. Like Clayton McCullough said, we've got 12 games left, but the roster far from being certain here in 2025. We have a lot more to get to, a lot of great news on the Marlins prospect front as well. We've been told that we have an opener for the spring breakout game, a starter, and we will reveal that next right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Norby hands next to his right ear, ready, and he sends one into left center field. That's in for a base hit. Koperniak picks it up. Run is going to score. Serna wheels around, goes first to third, and Sanoja in on the RBI single from Connor Norby. An older woman picked it up off the ground. Norby rips one into left center. That's in for a base hit. He's got a 2 RBI day. Conine stops at second, and Connor Norby with a multi-hit, multi-RBI day. It's 2-0 in the third. First pitch to Brantley. He rips down the right field line. That is tailing towards the line. It is gone, and it's a home run. A screamer of a line drive. And Rob Brantley parks one towards the Cardinal complex. A 3-run home run, and the Marlins are up 5-0 in the bottom of the third. At third, Edwards at short. Presumably Otto at second. Stowers lines one just over the glove of Mason Wynn at short into center. Around third, Connor Norby heads home and he scores. And it's a 3 spot for the Fish in the 5th. RBI single for Kyle Stowers. No score in the bottom of the first. And Jonah Bride lifts one out to center field and deep. Michael Ciani working back, ranging to right center. He jumps up and it's off the top of the wall. The right fielder Walker picks it up. Bride wheeling around second, headed to third. Wynn's relay throw is not in time, and Jonah Bride has a 2-out triple.
Hey, this is Derek Hill, and you're listening to Marlins On Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, Derek Hill's been swinging. He's been really good this spring. 2 home runs in the 2025 campaign. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and A.J. Ramos. I fear I have to tell you this. It was actually very cold when we got outside. When I say cold, I mean Floridian cold. It's about 70 degrees here. We all have our long sleeves other than A.J. Ramos. And if I had those forearms and those biceps, I would probably go sleeveless as well. Well, it is great to have you aboard. Ryan Weathers will go opposite Eric Fetty here this afternoon. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start with Weathers, who gets the ball for the 3rd time this spring. His last start on Thursday in Atlanta, or rather in Northport, it started shaky, but it ended stellar. He gave up 3 free passes. He loaded the bases. Clayton McCullough actually pulled him out. The reliever, who I can't remember who came in at the time, but he did ground him into a double play, so he got out of the inning unscathed. Ryan Weathers returned, because you can do that in spring. You can take a pitcher out and then put him back in the 2nd and 3rd. He K'd 3 over the next 2 frames, really shut it down. So far in spring, he's thrown 4 1/3, no runs, no hits, 7 punch-outs, but 4 walks. He will pitch 3 innings today. Weathers will go opposite Eric Fetty, 32-year-old right-hander from Las Vegas. We'll see him for the 2nd time against the Marlins, 4th time overall for Fetty. He tossed 3 shutout in his last appearance on Thursday against Washington, and Fetty was part of that trade at the trade deadline last year on July 29th from Chicago. Fetty had a nice year last year for the White Sox in a really tough year for that organization. He actually led all pitchers in that staff with wins, and Garrett Crochet was there. So there's something to be said about that. Eric Fetty will toss for St. Louis here this afternoon. Let's break. Great news coming up next on the prospect front as we get you ready for a 105 first pitch. It's the Marlins. It's the Cardinals right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Sousa, the left-hander, comes set. We have the 2-1. That one hit well. Out to center field and deep. Dubon back. Warning track on the wall, and it's gone. Derek Hill leaves the yard to straightaway central. 2-run blast for the Marlins center fielder. And they double their lead. 2 spot in the 6th. Makes it 7-3 Marlins. Bennett Sousa, his 0-1 pitch to Wagaman. That one hit well again. Out to center and deep. Dubon back. And he did get it to the batter's eye. Just shy of it. Back-to-back home runs for the Fish. Eric Wagaman follows up Derek Hill. An older woman picked it up off the ground. Norby rips one into left center. That's in for a base hit. He's got a 2 RBI day. Conine stops at second, and Connor Norby with a multi-hit, multi-RBI day. It's 2-0 in the 3rd. Norby with a single to right, and that swinging bunt from Derek Hill. 2-1 pitch. That one hit sharply up the gut. That's through for a base hit. 1 run going to score. They stop Wagaman. Dubon's throw going to second base. Pena has it, and he dives to swipe the tag on Liam Hill.
What do you think this staff can look like?
I mean, it's the same story for every team. I feel like everyone always looks good on paper, right? I mean, we're all really good pitchers, and it's a matter if you're going to show up when it counts,
sure.
You know? So, I mean, I obviously have really high praise for everyone. I've seen everyone at their best. I've seen a lot of these guys at their worst, too. And, I mean, if we're all rolling, we could win a lot of games and just on our pitching staff. And not to mention all the bats we have and all the young guys. And it's going to be really exciting if we can piece it together.
Visit LoctideImpact.com.
Welcome back here on a Tuesday afternoon, live from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. It's game 19 of 30 spring training games for the Miami Marlins. Ryan Weathers will trot out for his 3rd start of the season. He'll go opposite Eric Fetty. I'm Steven Strom, host of the program. You will hear Jack McMullen and A.J. Ramos in about 6 minutes. Got some news and notes, but some awesome news on the prospect front for the Miami Marlins for the 2nd straight spring breakout game. Marlins top prospect, left-hander Thomas White has been named the starter. Last year, he struck out the side in that scoreless 1st inning, facing 4 Cardinal prospects. He will start again for the Miami Marlins. Congratulations to Thomas White. We will try to have him on either during a game or have some sort of interview to get him out there for our audience to consume, because this is a big deal. Thomas White, his trajectory has continued to rise here throughout the farm system in the Miami Marlins. Congratulations to him. Other news and notes, everyone in the lineup today is playing their first back-to-back. Otto Lopez started last night, and Joe Mack got 2 ABs. We did the afternoon game. There was a split squad yesterday, but now we're starting to see Clayton McCullough roll out his guys in back-to-back games as we get closer to March 27th. Also, got to note this, 29 runs the last 3 games for this Miami Marlins offense. So that's good that they're clicking at this time. They want to continue to grow and continue to really stay, I think, together as far as their offensive identity as we approach, like I said before, March 27th, Pirates and Marlins. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. AJ Ramos, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. 16 days from opening day. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Miami Marlins spring training baseball is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.